team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Offense looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
But Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Great call here going that nickel defense, giving him more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Miami offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. He'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. You gotta seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
The Canes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. toss play to the outside. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Canes will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Hurricanes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. And they're just able to get him down at the 1. So close.
I'll tell you what, every time you think you've seen it all from this offensive coordinator, he comes up with something else. That is a gutsy play call this close to the goal line, but it nearly turned into 6. Now he's down to the 1-yard line.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he cannot get in. The defense rises up, makes a stand. Turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. Powering right past the defender. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain here.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run in the previous play. And there's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled at the 40, that'll earn a fresh set of downs. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the option play. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll stop him after a short gain. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Who makes the grab? The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Takes the handoff again. Finding some room with the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Dogs will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And he'll be brought down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Well, still plenty of work here to do now on 2nd down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They break the huddle for 3rd and goal now. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd this drive. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now a crucial 3rd down and goal. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the first down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He's free around the 15. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kicking team after the PAT try. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to launch it deep again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And he knocks through the PAT. PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. He fires this throw and is intercepted.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Rush sent it down to the offense. First down. He hands it off from the gun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. Dogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Running out of time in the pocket. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it in double coverage.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Catch made, a lot of space now. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Now the defense has got it going the other way. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Canes will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Here's the second down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. Fights off a defender. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
That's an important first down on that running play. Here's the toss play now, running left. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to the right. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the last minute.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Important second down play coming up. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. We expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And the back now goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Got space, looking to score. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
You could just tell this quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do as things were developing in front of him. He saw that open space and decided, I'm just going to take it myself and head to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the return man runs out of bounds. And the Miami offense is back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Catch made down inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, but down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He's swarmed by the defense. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Defense is coming after him. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The shotgun running play call. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Defense showing a bunch formation now. They'll try the left side with a toss. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? Leading here in the 4th quarter will keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Now, he didn't make it. He's going to be tackled short of the marker. A huge stop by this defense. On 4th down, they get the football back here in this tight game. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Canes will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
The Canes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Makes a quick grab. Oh, look at the quick cut. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. The Hurricanes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Hurricanes will look to convert here on 4th down. They'll try the option play here. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs.
Oh, so close to executing here on the 4th down play in the 4th quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you got to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the 2nd half. This back had a great 1st half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense will play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Catch made on the right side. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
They're 0 for 2 on previous 4th down attempts. We'll see if the 3rd time's a charm. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. And the Bulldogs bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back line. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
We reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackled, but forced down. And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Hand off to the single back. Gets some space and just runs through a man. A mismatch. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal, and this offense is down, needs this. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down, 4th quarter, game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's second down here. Here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.